Hello, I'm OtakuSolutions. Let me introduce you to BipedPlus. This is how BipedPlus looks when installed. Once installation is complete, you can use it as a docked panel. For easier viewing, I'll proceed with it in the docked state. Let me walk through each section in order. First, the preset feature. This lets you save multiple option sets in advance and load them conveniently, so you can switch to the desired settings quickly for each production. It's a tool for quickly switching between setting options. To save, you can use Save or Save As. I'll leave it at the default values for now. Next is the Biped Style option. Biped Style is the option to choose between human type and beast type, based on your character type. Let me quickly import one to take a look. If you select human, it shows up in this configuration. Let me check the beast type in a new file. Opening a new file, to look at the beast option. This is the setting for loading biped in beast mode. You can see that the leg links are set to 4. After reviewing the full configuration like this, the hip area isn't needed in this example, so it should normally be hidden, but I'll leave it as is for now. In a typical setup, the structure would look like this, depending on your character type beast or human. Just set it to human or beast mode accordingly. Now let's return to the original settings. Back to the original. Let me go through the settings using the example character Mable. Set it to human mode. It's set to 170 here, and you can adjust this value as needed. You can scale it down to your desired size, but I'll leave it at the default value for now. In the next step, figure mode, you can adjust the height again. Spine count refers to the number of spine bones in biped. Leg links 1, 2, 3. The default is 3. Finger count is set to 5. And you can also check the number of links for each. This is the same configuration as the biped figure options. In BipedPlus, it's organized into a more user-friendly layout. The tail links option hasn't been added yet, but it will be added in increments of 5 to 7. There's a twist option that doesn't exist in the original biped, currently set to 3. Let me explain what 3 means here. Twist 3 means, based on the elbow. There are 3 twist bones. The Upperarm and Forearm twists are, each set to 3. This means 3 each on the Upperarm side as well. 1, 2, 3. For modern subculture games like Wuthering Waves or Zenless Zone Zero, 3 twist bones is sufficient. 3 is the recommended default. When leg links is set to 4, horse links of 3 each are also added. The setting is configured like this, and you can set it up easily. You can also check the hip section options. Extra refers to options provided, in addition to the standard rigging. 6 dart refers to correction controllers around the hip. When the hip is raised, to allow correction, controllers 1, 2, 3. A total of 6 are created. That's the meaning of 6 dart. If there's a skirt, you can use the default settings as is. Since this example character has a skirt, I'll configure it here. Knee and elbow corrective bones are corrective bones that, when the arm is bent 90 degrees, naturally correct it to about 45 degrees. Just leave it checked by default. For prop, checking 1 creates it on one side, checking 2 creates it on both sides, and checking 3 adds 1 in the center as well. Since this example doesn't use weapons, I'll uncheck all of them. The Create Rigging Info option will be explained separately, but it stores mirroring data for this character. Default animation values. and default pose restoration settings. Rigging info is the node that holds this pre-saved data. This option asks whether to create that node. It's best to create it by default. The engine option sets whether to target Unreal or Unity for the rigging output. Set it to match the engine you'll be using. Unreal has the Z-axis pointing up, and Unity has the Y-axis pointing up. Set it to match each engine's coordinate system. For this example, I'll set it to Unreal. That's how you finish the basic settings. This option regarding figure mode, I'll explain in detail in that section. But you can save init data in figure mode. And this option asks whether to build based on that saved data. I'll leave it unchecked for now. I'll build without initial data, just in case. Let me double check the options have changed. After resetting to default values, let me build. The build is complete. You can see the build result. The build process finishes like this. In the next video, I'll explain how to use figure mode. The UI may look like a lot, but it's not actually complex. I'll explain it in detail in the next video.